I do want to say something about Jim Fassel, the longtime football coach who passed away yesterday, apparently of a heart attack at the age of 71. And I got to know Jim Fassel, having covered the NFL since 2003. I've gotten to meet him, and he was just a football man through and through. He loved the game. His son is one of the best special teams coaches in the NFL, now with the Dallas Cowboys. And Fassel is best known for his stint as the head coach of the New York Football Giants from 1997 to 2003. And the way that he got to the Giants is something else. I mean, you want to talk about a football lifer, a quarterback in the NFL for the Bears and Chargers. Then he winds up playing in the World Football League for the Hawaiians. He also played in the Canadian Football League. He was also a head coach in the USFL for the New Orleans Breakers. He coached for the USFL New Orleans Breakers. In between that, he was the offensive coordinator at Utah and Stanford. He was the OC on the day that the
band was
Stanford
on the field?
game played and the Stanford band came on the field. He was the OC.
No way.
Yeah, for Elway.
Wow.
Jim Fassel. And after the Giants won their second championship with Parcells, the Giants hired him to be a quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator. His head coach was not Bill Parcells. It was Ray Handley. And that did not work out at all for that. That's one of the lowest points in the history of the New York Giants, who turned to Dan Reeves. And after that did not work out, they turned to Jim Fassel, who went 10-5-1 with Danny Cannell atop a three-headed quarterback chart that also had Kent Graham. If you remember, that was a game in which the
Graham.
Broncos were undefeated and the Fassel Giants took care of business. 10-5-1, earned Fassel Coach of the Year. He's also most famous for the 2000 season when the Giants lost 2 in a row to be 7-4, and he strolled into a New York press room and actually said these words.
So if you got the crosshairs, you got the laser, you can put it right on my chest. I'll take full responsibility. I'm raising the stakes right now. This is a poker game. I'm shoving my chips to the middle of the table. I'm raising the ante. Anybody wants in, get in. Anybody wants out, get out. Okay? This team is going to the playoffs.
And they did. They made it to the Super Bowl with Kerry Collins at quarterback. Strahan was at the beginning of his Hall of Fame career. We also remember Sehorn and the rest of that Giants defense on the back end, Jesse Armstead. But most importantly, what Jim Fassel did as the head coach of the Giants in 2001. I get so emotional when I talk about this, being a New Yorker. When you are a head coach or a major coach in the New York market, it's always important for a fan base. But when you are that head coach in 2001 after 9/11 and you do what you did on a sideline and comported yourself as Jim Fassel did for the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area when we were an open wound, Jim Fassel deserves your thoughts and his family, their prayers today, as Fassel passed away at the age of 71. Oh, by the way, he also coached in the United Football League, too. A football lifer and a man who loved ball and loved coaching and being a leader of men. May you rest in peace, Jim Fassel.